So I started talking about on the second part of this review about how Elf is supposed to be standing trial for the cannibalism of the people that he led to Colorado. Well, and then they got lost, of course. And of course, the news reporter lady shows up at the jail cell to ask him to explain the events that had happened. As he begins to tell his story, you soon begin to realize that he may not be guilty of the crime he's being accused of, which is the cannibalism of his friends. This film is a great musical film filled with catchy songs and catchy beats. This movie, as a whole, for me, gets a 5-star rating. The musical numbers in Cannibal the Musical are really, really fun and really, really good. I'll give this film 5 stars as a whole. Like I said, 5 stars for the musical numbers. 5-star rating for the storyline itself and the plot itself in the film. And I'll give it a 5-star rating as far as the acting goes. And this film, for me, is one of my favorite musical movies. Now on to my next review. This film by Troma Team Release is called Death by Dialogue. Now, this film is about an ancient cursed type book, which ends up bringing like dark spirits into the world. What happens is this book is hidden by this guy and this woman, but stolen by a man whom ends up killed by the script's evil curse. And then you are introduced to the main characters of the film, a group of teenagers, 5 of them, who move into this house, which is owned by one of their uncles. Well, one of the main characters' uncle. And when one of them finds the curse manuscript type thing, the evil curse is once again released and begins to kill them off one by one. Their only hope for survival is to bury the book along with the ashes of this guy who was murdered years ago. Which I don't want to give too much away of it. But basically they have to bury his ashes along with the manuscript to stop the evil. This film for me gets a 5-star rating as a whole. Acting is about a 3-star rating for me. A 5-star rating as far as having an original storyline plot. As for the pace of the film, I'll give it a 2.5-star rating. This film is really slow in the beginning, but once the terror picks up in the film, it gets very interesting. I'll give it entertainment value of 4-star rating. This is a fun film to watch, even with the slow beginning. Just the characters themselves are very interesting, great characters. Now, the acting may be a little cheesy, but when it comes to cheesy acting, no one does it better than Troma Team Release. Now, on to my next Troma Team Release movie review. This film is called Bloodhook, which is about a group of friends and a family head to a campground for a weekend of fishing and fun and to win a fishing contest. What ends up happening is a fishing rod begins to kill people, including the members of the 2 groups whom showed up from out of town. And when a friend of the second group, which is the group of friends, go missing, M16 bullets shells are found at the crime scene, and because they may belong to a whacked out ex-army vet, they blame the guy Rodney. They blame the guy for their friend Rodney's disappearance. But due to the body not being able to be found, the police are reluctant to believe